Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 62 of the Comic Room Pod. I am your host, Spro, and with me, as always, is Mr. Longbox.
Oh,
62. What do we have to tie to 62?
62. That's a tough one. 62 is kind of an off one.
I think ASM have no. I think that's 61. I think ASM 61 is one of those iconic John Romita Kingpin covers.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't. It's funny. I can't think of a good 62. Put it in the messages. Tell us what it is. I actually can't think of one. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there's FF62, but there's nothing there spectacular.
Let me see it might be 62. Let me check to see if it's one of those Romitas. Amazing.
There's probably like Tech 62 probably has something crazy.
Oh yeah, isn't there a Catwoman cover?
No.
Batman 62?
Yeah, Batman 62. Yeah, that's the one that's what got Catwoman's origin.
Oh, 62 is the Medusa cover on ASM.
Oh yeah, that's a great cover.
That's a good
one.
one.
We go with that one.
Batman 62.
Yeah, I really like that. I like that issue a lot.
Oh yeah, Batman 62, the one with the cats.
Yeah.
Those are two really good 62s.
There we go. Yeah, so there we go. We recovered.
A golden age and a silver age.
We bounced back. We're good.
There we go. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys for clicking this video or this audio, whichever way you are listening to it. Another chill Friday. It's raining here where we are. Yeah. So kind of lazy, gloomy kickoff to the fall, winter weather season. This is like the first actual rainy day. It feels like it's rained a couple times like in the last few weeks, but then like 30 minutes later it's like perfectly blue skies.
Yes, sporadic rain, unexpected rain. They've been forecasting this storm for all week. Like I've gotten 3 different alerts on my phone to watch out for flooding, not where we live, but along the road where I guess I drive back and forth to work. There's there had been a fire there last year. So but they keep pushing it off. Like it was supposed to come on Wednesday night, then Thursday night, and here we are. It's Friday, and I woke up and before I pulled back the shades from the slider, I said it better be wet outside. I'm like, I haven't been watering the plants for a week in trying to be responsible, and they're going to start dying if we don't get some rain. Yeah. So we at least got some, but I think we're going to get like stormy weather even later tonight, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
It's fun if you're inside. I don't know, it's fun when you're not inside.
Oh yeah, there is a book called The Weatherman. I thought I picked it up, but I didn't. Never mind. Oh wait, did I pick up this one? The first run? No, because I don't know who that is. Anyways, I thought it was a Jonathan Hickman book.
Greatest comic book cover with weather on it is right behind your left shoulder. Daredevil 168. I guess your right shoulder. That's that gets. I'm sure there's some kind of cool EC thing that I don't know, but that's where I'm going to put my vote.
Yeah.
Awesome lightning strike.
And you haven't replenished that book, right?
No, and I did get a message from someone a few weeks back that said they had a copy. It was a newsie, and would I be interested? And if you're watching or listening, yeah, of course I'm interested. I just I haven't gotten around to putting the money aside for that, but of course I'm interested. I mean, I need that. I need that book needs to be in my collection. It's ridiculous that it's not in my collection right now.
Yeah,
it's got to come back. But I want to upgrade from the 7. What was one I had 7.0? I think it was
something like that.
Yeah, that I sold. I used to have a really near mint one, and then I sold that, and then I had this one, and that was part of my FF1 push. So. But that's top of the list of books to replenish.
Oh, hey, you got the jacket in.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to notice my. Yeah. I got my. I'm kind of in a uniform today.
Yeah, I actually need a jacket like that.
Hot Topic.
I don't know if I want like just a clean black one.
Look, I don't know about you. I cannot. There's. I don't know where you might be watching or listening around the world, but there's a Hot Topic, and we all kind of know what those are. But then there's something called box lunch, which and they're often found in malls right near the Hot Topics.
Right.
They're very similar, but I have found, at least for the things that I'm interested in, box lunch has more that I like. They have more comic book stuff and they have more like Lord of the Rings stuff. But anyway, I can't get out of a box lunch without dropping $50. I just can't. It's impossible. There's such cool stuff in there.
Yeah, Hot Topic's a bit more edgy.
Yeah. Yeah. Box lunch is more, it's innocent and, you can stay out of the back in Hot Topic.
Do we have a box lunch?
Not here.
Oh, that's good for you then.
Yeah, it is good for me.
Yeah.
But in TO,
yeah,
that's where it is. And I'm usually there once a week.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's where I got the shirt and a few other shirts.
Oh.
I've yet to break out.
Nice. Well, if you're listening and you made it in these first few minutes, and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet already,
yep.
We'd greatly appreciate if you did so. Helps us. If you enjoy this type of content, give it a like. Lets us know that you like it. Also helps push out to other people who might like it as well. Mm-hmm. And follow us on Instagram. I'm at spros_comics. He is at Mr. Period Longbox.
Yep.
Still haven't done that Whatnot show. It's coming.
It's fine. It's out there.
It's I'm just like honestly, the thing that I'm nervous about is you have to if you don't have a ton of viewers and you do these like $1, $2 bids, you can sell like a $30 book for $2. Like you get, I've gotten lucky on some ends.
Even the receiving end of that.
Yeah, like I was actually in an Invincible show. A guy was selling off almost his entire run.
So he's the anti-spro.
Yeah, and his stuff was going for like FMV, slightly under FMV, a couple over FMV, but I struck gold in the sense that there was probably about 15 people watching, which is a good amount. Like you can have some like good bids going at that viewership. And it was an Invincible 142. It's got Alan the Alien on the cover. It's just a cool Ryan Otley Alan cover, and it's just like a $45 book, and the bidding started, and I bid, and I was the first bid, and it was like 20 or 30-second bids, and nobody else bid. And even the seller was like, all right, Spro's about to take this down for $2, guys. And I ended up winning the bid.
And you're probably thinking, shh,
yeah, and
stop talking. Yeah.
He was like, wow, all right, Spro, that's a great grab. Congrats, man. And then like the 3-4 other people that were like it was like 5 of us bidding. Yeah. So like the other people were like, oh my gosh, I stepped away they all stepped away at the exact same time. And I was the only one who was locked in.
Did you send thank you cards?
I should have, yeah. I was pumped on that.
Yeah, that's amazing. You haven't yet done your Whatnot sale. I haven't yet gone on Whatnot as a buyer. I'm scared to do it because I've talked to a lot of people that say, yeah, it and you included, the FOMO happens. It's sort of like the old school eBay thing where you get caught up in the I want this now, and I'm competing, and I'm not convinced that I have the self-discipline to not fall into a deep hole, because it even happens to me on certainly on claim sales, but it even happens to me on just IG sales. Like a book goes up and I look at it and I start thinking about maybe I want it, and then immediately in my head 7 other people are making offers.
Yeah,
and I start thinking I better just claim it. Which is really not very logical or sensical. Yeah. For making good prices. So I imagine it's probably a minefield for me to go on it. Yeah. But eventually I will. It'll be, no matter what, it'll be a good story. Yeah. I don't like to gamble. I don't like casinos. But that for me would be like going into a casino.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
Only bring in what you want to spend. Don't bring anything else in.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because like when people start bidding, if it's like a 20-second bid auction or whatever, and people start bidding, it becomes like a fair market.
I can hear your cats. They want to come in, or
yeah, I think he wants water. Oh. He's I don't know if any of you guys have cats. One of my cats only drinks water from the sink. refuses to drink water from anywhere else. It's got to be from the sink.
It's got to be fresh and running, right?
Yep. So what he'll do is he'll stand in front of the bathroom and just start meowing and yelling at one of us to turn the faucet on.
Yeah, and Dara's not feeling great. She's not going to get off the couch.
I was saying, so yeah, on Whatnot, when you see the bids and people start bidding, fair market value almost takes a back seat, because then it becomes a moment of, how bad do I want this book? Am I willing to outbid other people to get it? Or am I willing to wait and be patient?
And you have 30 seconds to make that decision, 30 seconds to queue up what is FMV for this book, 30 seconds to look at eBay to see if that supports FMV. And we've got, unless you got like 5 different portals open, you're like,
yeah.
And then the emotion and the guy's saying 2 seconds, and you're, next thing you know, you're buying something that.
Yeah. So I'll have like, I have my phone on like one of those like stands. Then I'll have eBay open on my laptop or on my PC.
Yeah.
And then I'll pull up FMV real quick.
And Whatnot is running on your phone too?
I only have it on my phone. You can have it on your PC. It's just not as
it's behind, right?
I think it's okay. But like what's the word? Like the layout of it isn't as like,
so it's meant
it's
for
quicker
mobile.
to be on the phone.
Okay.
But yeah, so I haven't been on Whatnot in a while. My buddy Cut2 Comics, you guys can give him a follow on IG. He's been selling. It's my buddy from Texas. He did his first Whatnot show. Oh, wow. And he sold everything. He brought 83 books or something like that, and every single one sold.
Wow.
So 35 different buyers, I think, is what he said, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Man.
So, and I think towards the end of his show, like when he had like went through stuff a couple times, he ended up doing I'm forgetting what it's called. It's not like death round, but like sudden death. And so basically on Whatnot, you bid, and let's say you put in a final bid at like 1 second, it adds like 7 seconds to the clock. Mm-hmm. So it goes back to like 8 or 9 seconds or whatever.
Yeah. And
it keeps doing that until
like, so you can't really snipe somebody.
Yeah. So when you do sudden death, it's just 15 seconds.
Okay.
And whoever gets it to the bottom.
So speaking of snipes and things like that, I think I missed AtCon completely this year. I think it was going on this week.
Yeah,
right?
It's still going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a really busy week at work.
Yeah.
And the reason I even realized it was happening is because I just opened up IG at work for a second to look at something else. And I noticed that there was a live sale going on, which never happens in the middle of the day, except when it's, AtCon. And it's probably for the best, because if I get on there, man, I'm spending thousands. Like I'm going to spend, it's not hard to do, as you guys know, right? It's just, it's just fun,
Right.
But I'm trying to be, a little more disciplined right now. That's why I've been staying away from those things. But, I'm curious if anybody got anything great, there, anything crazy.
I watched Silver Age Comics a little bit, but that was it.
Okay. That's how it always starts with me. Oh, I'll just watch because I'm kind of curious. I want to see like what they're selling and who's buying, and it's just kind of fun to check it out. And next thing you know, beads of sweat. Should I claim it? Should I offer? What do I do? And then but it's fun though. But my first experience with AtCon, I way overspent.
Yeah,
like I really did.
Same,
and
probably.
I don't regret it, but I had to dig myself out of that a bit. Like it was because I didn't really keep track. But when all the invoices were said and done, I was like, I did get that much, didn't I? Okay.
They got you.
They got me.
Yeah.
And they were all good deals, but just because something's a good deal doesn't mean I have to buy it.
I haven't really bought anything on IG sales in a while. Whatnot was just full of Invincibles, so that's like the only reason. But like, I honestly just haven't watched claim sales in a long time.
Yeah. Well, if you stay away, you keep your money.
Yeah.
But then you don't get any new books. So that is the collector's dilemma,
Well, I have too many books, both in
do I.
Personal collection and in business inventory. So
yeah, same.
And I have like
go ahead.
3 collections lined up right now.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's where all money that I have has to go.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I can't even.
Well, I did wake up this morning and I maybe it's an evolution of my personal, I wouldn't say character, definitely not character, but evolution of like what I'm valuing right now, because normally, it's not uncommon for me to be still in bed on a Saturday morning or a Friday morning if I'm not going to work, and I'll open up my phone and I'll just always scroll Instagram to see if someone has offered a book that I'm really looking for at a price that I just, sometimes that does happen, or a one of a kind sort of thing. And I find myself claiming it. This morning I pulled it up and I went down to Zillow looking at what the housing market around here is doing. And just out of curiosity. And I wasn't looking at prices and I wasn't looking at houses. I was only looking to see whether or not the arrow was green or red. I just wanted to know in a general sense in my area, if prices are going up or if prices are going down, and you're always going to see more red than green because people don't list something and then 10 days later raise the price,
right?
But they might list something and then 30 days later realize, okay, we're not getting any bites, we'll lower the price. So you're going to see more red than green anyway, but it is interesting to see that generally the trends for our part of the state right now, at least as of this morning, the prices are getting, they're coming down, which doesn't mean a lot for Southern California to say the price are coming down. But still, they have a long way to go to the place that you or I would call affordable.
Yeah.
But, you take your wins where you can find them,
Yeah, sure.
But it is a little weird to shop for something you can't buy.
Yeah.
It's kind of depressing.
That's how it feels with houses in this area.
Yeah. Like, oh, that's a really pretty house. I could never buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. There was one more thing I wanted to say. I don't know. All right, show and tell.
Yeah.
All right. I'll kick us off.
Okay.
All right. So this is not a comic book. But
Whoa.
it's comic book related. So this is another get from my Dallas trip. And this is called The Little Box of Marvel Superheroes.
That's cool.
Collection number 2. This has Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men. So I saw this and it just kind of like jumped out at me because the colors are really just vibrant. And I was like, what is this? Like, I had no clue what it was. So it just struck my curiosity. And I got this at a place called Half Price Books. We actually have some in California. We have some, there's actually one near where your sister lives. I was checking.
Really?
Yeah. And so Half Price Books is literally half priced books.
Straight ahead with the name. I like it.
Yeah. So there was like a bunch, like they have a bunch of comics there. So like I don't remember how the pricing for the comics worked, but my buddy grabbed a bunch of new Teen Titans stuff. And I grabbed this. Weirdly enough, I found a CGC guide to grading comics there.
Oh, wow.
Like a signed version from the president. And that was 50% off. Like we checked what they go for, like signed, and it was half off.
Oh, nice.
So I told him, I was like, because he's starting to sell, I was like, yo, you should, like, this is probably like the best get you could get this weekend. And yeah, bought some CDs for Dara. They were all half off. So yeah, I wish we had some closer, but we don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, I bought this, or I saw this and I was like, what is this? So I grabbed it's Fantastic Four because they interest me the most compared to Avengers and X-Men. And it's got cool Alex Ross.
So it's pretty new.
Yeah, this is, I don't know what year this is actually. And I started
FF45 on a cover. That's really nice.
There's no year on it. I wonder if there's a year under here. 2019. So I start flipping through it. And this is actually like, oh, this is cool.
Oh, wow.
This is Key Collector Comics essentially in print. Wow, this is cool.
So it's not wow. It's not a reprint of issues. It's something else.
No, it tells you the key issues and key facts of the FF run. Well, look at this. Crystal or Medusa.
Yeah. Wow.
Jack Kirby.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so it like pulls panels like you can see. Like, look, this is first Agatha Harkness. And it just is like you flip through it and it just tells you your FF49. Like,
it gives you panels that are pertinent. That's cool.
Yeah, it tells you why it's a significant issue to the FF run.
So 2019. So it's starting from issue 1 and it covers pretty much.
Yeah, it's got some crossover stuff. Let's see if I
saw a Strange Tales thing in there. There it is.
Yeah, Strange Tales. Yeah,
it reminds me of your Christmas gift to me last year.
Yeah,
which is really cool, by the way.
So, yeah, it's just this cool little box of Marvel that was Key Collector before Key Collector. Like, just, you know, on Key Collector you go through and you find your keys and stuff. Yeah. And this does the same thing.
So it just lets you know here are significant issues, and
obviously not quite as big of a database.
And not going to be updated.
But this is cool. This Alex Ross.
Wow. That's really nice. So that's collection 2. So there's a collection 1 that must have Spider-Man,
Jim Lee, X-Men,
and whatever.
Yeah, who else would be in it? Spider-Man, Daredevil. But you would think you would put Spider-Man, FF, and X-Men.
Right.
I gotta maybe when you're doing your show and tell,
maybe it's Iron Man or something.
Oh. So yeah, this is like fun. I haven't like looked through it too much. Here, let me put it in the box. It's you.
I'm a sucker for box sets. You know, they're just
it is, and it's just like a cool. Let me show you guys from the spine, like how this would just sit in a bookcase.
Yeah.
So this is something that's like really up your alley.
Ooh,
in the sense that,
big
like,
time. Yeah.
You would totally kind of pull it out.
Yep. And where is the store? The half price book. Where did you find it? Is it?
This one was in Dallas.
Oh, okay. No. So I can't go.
Half price.
Oh wow.
Let me see what the closest one is.
This is really cool.
Yeah, the closest one is in LA.
Wow. Little biographies of writers and artists, and I like that it gives you some of the inside panels.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, we especially nowadays when we buy a lot of our things that are already slabbed, it's nice when you can, it's like, okay, that's the first vision, but wonder what the first panel is where the vision shows up.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get to see it. Yeah.
So the store was like crazy cool, at least the one in Dallas. And I think you might have said it was like their biggest one there, but there was like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 aisles of graphic novels. Like comic graphic novels.
Really?
And so that's where I found this. So there was like,
wow, that's really nice.
Yeah. So there was just like ASM, graphic, like trade paperbacks, and just, I mean, a slew of.
Wow.
More than I've ever even seen in a comic shop.
That's right. Cause you said the convention that you and your friend went to was kind of a bust.
Yeah.
But then you more than made up for it with the shopping the day after that, when this was a part of that.
What's it called? The little book of, is it little book or box?
The little box of Marvel. The little box of Marvel superheroes.
Let's see what collection 1 is.
Did you say how much you paid for this?
It's $35, so I paid half that.
Are you kidding me? That's steal. Really cool. Yeah, I love this. I love this kind of stuff.
What? Okay, here I found a little box of Marvels. This one says Avengers, Captain America, and Iron Man. Oh, no, it is Spider-Man. So it's Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America.
Yeah.
Somebody just, I think this is like Photoshop or something. Yeah. Little box of Marvel, superheroes, collection 1, Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. So, and they only made the 2.
So now are you a completionist? Do you feel compelled?
Let's see if I can find it on eBay.
Yeah, buy it right now in real time.
Little box of Marvel superheroes collection 1. Let's see.
I always did love this cover, Fantastic Four 220. The red hue of the whole. Can you get? Yeah, there you go. That's a cool cover. I love the little reality of the saliva from the thing's mouth, where
yeah,
that's so cool.
Hey, there's one for $10.
I think you got to get it, man.
That is a good deal. Yeah, somebody has one for $40.
You got to snatch that $10 one right now.
Shoot. That is cool.
You know you want that one with Spidey in it.
It doesn't look any worse condition than mine. I dropped mine. You can see the ding on the corner, bottom left corner.
Oh yeah.
Other side. Or
yeah. No. Yeah. Did you drop it here at home?
Yeah. I got it on a plane.
You did everything right.
I got it all here. And then as soon as it got here.
Okay, I did the same thing with all of my my Italian Daredevils that I picked up with the Tedesco covers.
I bought it.
There you go. So
yeah.
Show and tell next time. I did that's really cool. I did the same thing with my I bought these comics in Florence, and I mean, I kept them safe the whole time. I was in Italy for a month, and then I'm going to the airport, and I did not pack the comics in my suitcase. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing that. I'm gonna have them carry on, so they're with me. You guys, that's heavy. Like, you don't really want to do that because it's a lot of weight. Plus now you got to be worried about. And we were at our layover in Frankfurt, and I thought, sometimes when you're carrying too many things, you think you're holding something, but you're actually not. It just gets confusing because that's what happened. And I just, from a full stand up, the whole carry-on thing that I had, it was just like a bag, sort of like this, just slipped and just went funk, just like that, and it hit the corner. And yeah, even though I did everything I could, there were a few of them that's a similar type of hit on the corner like that you had. And one of them was the issue where Daredevil Elektra becomes Daredevil, probably the most valuable one of them all.
Yeah.
And I had that same feeling. I'm like, I did everything right.
Yeah.
And I went through so many different obstacles, and then it was just a momentary lapse of attention, and you can't press that. There's no coming back from one of those corner things. Just that's what it is. So now it went from something that potentially had value to just purely sentimental. And which is fine. But yeah, I was mad at myself, but what can you get to do?
Sure.
Just get me home,
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so my turn for show and tell. I'm going to introduce this one. I'm just going to break it up.
Bum, 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 bum.
In fact, I want to show the camera before I show you. So don't look.
I can eat my biscotti here.
Yeah, eat
I'll
your
mute
biscotti.
my mic.
All right, don't. Okay, here it is.
What? You bought it?
I bought it.
No way.
Woo!
No.
Let's go.
Way.
Fantastic Four 5 is my show and tell.
That was such a good price.
I had to.
Wow.
I had to. I broke all my rules. I broke all my vows. Collectible comic. My collection vows.
Congrats.
This completes my 1 through 12, including annual 1 journey into for Fantastic Four. If you're listening, it's Fantastic Four issue 5 in the CGC 2.5, cream to off-white pages with a really nice look, cover appeal. A little bit of Marvel chipping, but no staining, no major creases or tears. A nice looking back.
Wow.
First Doom. Check it out.
I think you sent this to me and Rohan sent this to me.
I sent it to you, and then Rohan sent it to me.
I'm sure he did.
And it was just one of those things where I I did exactly what I said I would do. If I ever did see one of these books I'm really after at a good deal, that I would buy it and then retroactively pay for it. That I would sell books to cover that, and that's what I'm going to have to do because I had to do it. Joshua, he was the offer, the list price was on IG was basically $3,000. It was $29.95, and which is below FMV.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, no, I bought mine for 32, and that was a great price.
Yeah. So
and I saw that at that price, and somebody had asked me if I had an FF5, and I was like, I do. And then I looked at the last sale, which I think at the time, this was maybe like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
At the time was like 4,300. Yeah. I don't know if that's still the last sale.
Well, it isn't if we count my sale.
Well, yeah.
But no, it is the last sale, and I don't know. I you know how I recently canceled my CGC, so I couldn't look up the cert number to see like what the story is about it. Is there something going on? But I I just pulled the trigger, and I offered him 28, and he took it.
Wow.
And I thought about like, and between when Rohan sent it to me and when I sent the offer, Rohan said, offer 25, he'll probably take 27. and I just, it was one of those things where I thought this price is too good. Like if I listed this book for this price, I would just expect someone to claim it. So I felt like I was taking a chance to offer 28, but it had been a week that it was up. So I offered 28 thinking it's kind of hard to counter off at 28 when you're trying to get like $29.95. So either he's going to accept it or he's going to reject it. And I know I could get my money out of it if I want to.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much any time. And we all agree that this book of all the FF run has room to go up.
Oh, I mean, Avatar Fire and Ash comes out December 19th. That is the rumored date release for the Avengers Doomsday trailer. That once the new Avatar movie comes out, that they're going, obviously Disney makes Avatar, so it is in their best interest because Avatar is like the biggest franchise in the modern era.
Huge. Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
So they, or at least the most profitable, I think. So it's in Disney's best interest to just push Avengers Doomsday in front of that movie.
Yeah,
so
totally.
We're about a month away from the trailer.
This literally arrived at my door an hour before I came here.
Really?
Yeah, it was scheduled. It was supposed to come tomorrow, and it showed up today. And had they sent it signature required, I wouldn't have been home. I mean, I wouldn't. It was it's kind of freaky. It was just sitting on my front porch, but I was so excited because I really, really wanted. I don't think I could have waited a whole week and not told you. It was burning a hole in my head to not tell you about it because I claimed it on like Monday night, and I don't
think I'm trying to go back.
And I was afraid that you were going to see it because it was through Ali Collectibles, and when you buy something, even when you make an offer and it's accepted, he still asks you to go in and say claimed.
Right. Yeah.
And so I thought, bummer, Joshua's going to see it if he looks again. But I thought maybe you wouldn't look again because why?
Yeah. No. Once I look once.
So I haven't really had any chance to look at this comic myself. Like I opened it, I took a quick look at it, put it in a bag, and came over here. So I'm basically looking at it at the same time as you, like enjoying it. So I had said before that I really wanted to avoid like books with Marvel chipping, but that was mostly for Fantastic Four 1. This does have some Marvel chipping on the right side that you can see. Well, I'll show you first.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of that Marvel chipping.
Well, okay. So Rohan sent this to me last Sunday.
Okay.
And I responded, wow, insane, because the price is crazy. And then I said, Marvel chipping, I scoff at that.
I'm so excited.
But on a grail like that, I mean, if an AF-15 came my way and it has Marvel chipping, you think at the end of the day I'm really going to care?
No,
it's the first appearance of Spider-Man. Doctor Doom, the biggest villain in Marvel Comics, probably the second biggest villain behind Joker in the world.
About to be featured massively on the big screen. The first appearance. And checks all the boxes, right? First appearance in a book that's not easy to come by. Obviously, center, he's the most dominant thing on this cover.
Yeah.
And then it says "Meet Dr. Doom," like it checks all the boxes. But for me, as you all know, this officially concludes my quest to get the first 12 issues, which I had said before, I want to get the first year. But the truth is, the first year would be more like 8 issues because they were every other month at first. So it's more than the first year, but it's the first 12 issues plus annual one. I'd be lying if I said that FF13 is not on my radar simply because it happens to be the first Watcher, and I'd like to get that book now too. But I'm going to say it's complete.
There was a congrats. Oh yeah, 1 through 12, you got the first year. I mean, that's any FF collector's dream right there.
And is that not a beautiful copy though? I mean, look at the colors on that.
It is very bright.
Yeah.
The gray behind looks really nice.
Yeah. You guys are catching me kind of reacting to it myself because, like I said, I really didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to look at the book yet until I brought it here. I just glanced at it, put it in the thing, and brought it over. But I've had it. I've known for a week that I have it. But so now, I got to sell some books.
So
I got to pay for it now.
I learned this week. So FF13 is the first Watcher.
Yeah.
FF20, first Molecule Man.
Yeah.
Second Watcher, and a fan letter from George R.R. Martin.
That's issue 20.
That's all in issue 20.
I need to get that book too. That book can be had if you want a really beat copy but to get
I have a 1/8 copy.
Yeah.
You'll beat them all. I'm gonna have it in my sale tomorrow. So if you want it before at 20%, you can.
All right. Everybody's laughing at me because I just said I got to pay for this one, and now I'm already making deals for the next. So this is why I'm wearing the colors. I mean, I could have worn it anyway, but I have to celebrate. And sometimes, as you have said to me, you just got to send it. You know what I mean? I just said,
figure it out later.
I don't know why he's offering it for $3,000. But what I do know is it's a book that I will eventually add to my collection. B, it's going to be worth more than fair market value in a year. And fair market value is, for this book in this case, is more than $3,000. I got to do it. I got to send it. So I put the offer in, and it was one of those weird things. I sent the offer Sunday night. I went to sleep, and I woke up in the morning, and I really didn't know. Like, I would have been fine either way.
Yeah.
Because part of me, like when I bought FF1, it was easy because I had done the work. I'd sold the books. I could freely do it. There was a bit of, I won't say guilt, but it was a bit of trepidation. Is this the right? Should I be doing this right now? Kind of thing. And so it was part of me was like, well, it'd be really exciting, of course, if he accepts it, the offer, because then the book is mine. But it'll be kind of a relief if he doesn't, because I just said that I'm not going to go for more than that. But then you kind of know what your true feelings are when the actuality happens.
Yeah.
And what I felt when I saw deal was elation.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Totally.
Wow,
congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
That's awesome.
Now it's there's okay, if I had told you that I had completed a major thing, you would have been one of two books. It's either this or Tech 122.
I probably would have thought, I would not have, I would have been like, oh, he got Tech 122.
Yeah, because the Tech 122 is well, it can be the less expensive of the two, but it can also be more. There's a 6.5 Tech 122 on eBay right now. It started at $1, and last I checked, it was like 5,000 something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tech 122 for you the last few months has been like for you were like, FF5 might be out of reach for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
And you're like, Tech 122 completes the Catwoman. It's the last thing. That's kind of where your like collecting head has been at.
Yeah.
So if you had just texted me, I completed it. I like, barring I'm not sitting down and thinking like this for like 2 hours. What did he complete?
Yeah.
FF5 is never crossing my mind.
Yeah, because it was I had already said it's too late. Like I missed, it would have had to have been 6 months ago to do it, because it's now, and even a year, it had been pre RDJ announcement.
Yeah.
After that, it entered orbit, and oh, man, but one kind of slipped back down. I don't know why. I don't care why.
Yeah.
All I know is it was destined to be be added to my collection. So I did it. And it's like a huge relief, because I know it's going to go higher.
Yeah. I mean, it's a book that like, even if it ever drops below what you got it for, it'll never stay there. Like,
no.
And I in the next couple of years, because of Doomsday and Secret Wars, like the book is going to hold and it's going to become desired, because the Russo brothers are back. Doom is here. Doom hasn't been done too well on screen, and I think generally people trust the Russo brothers. So we're gonna have 2 years of Doom essentially.
Yeah. So now it feels like, okay, I've got no more FOMO. Basically, really FOMO. I have now I own the Doctor Doom stock. It's gonna do what it does. And I'm gonna ride it. And I mean, if what's cool is FF1 and FF5, their values are always going to be intertwined, because FF1 will always be worth more than 5, because it has to be, because it's the first of everything else, and including Marvel and all that stuff. But if FF5 goes up, it's going to push FF1 up because of what I just said.
Yeah.
I don't think FF1 going up drags FF5. I think it's the other way around. FF5 spiking because Doom Mania is going to push FF1 up. So I think these both are going to take a ride.
I think, I agree with all that. I think current comic readers know about Doom and what Doom is capable of, because he's in a lot of Marvel comics right now. Like they're putting him on everything. Like he's got the One World Under Doom.
Right.
He just fought the Avengers, I think it was. They just refreshed the Runaways, which is like a cool little like teen story, and he's in that. Like he's all over Marvel comics. So if you're like actively reading Marvel comics, like about Doom. And so it's only a matter of time before that becomes widespread, when he starts getting in the movies and everybody starts getting curious.
And we were in the theater sitting next to each other, and we felt the energy when we saw the Doom mask at the end of FF1. Yep. It was the most energy in the entire movie.
Oh,
and there was a lot of energetic moments in the movie, but that right there, everybody was like, oh.
Yeah. That's like, it was like air had been sucked, like in just one fell swoop, had been sucked out of all of our lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We all had it. And so, it's just exciting. So I think when we talk about like, what are sleeper picks, what are books, it's hard to call, you can't call this a sleeper book, obviously, but it does hint at a sleeper area, which is first villain appearances. I think of first Kang right immediately, because it's so down right now.
Yeah.
First Magneto. Well, isn't that X-Men 1 though? So it doesn't really count. But there are others. Puppet Master, again, very fringy, but it could happen. But think about ones that are more blue chip, First Green Goblin. Yeah. Which is not, nobody's sleeping on that book or anything, but we're in a world now where the villains are esteemed almost as much as the heroes are. So when you get first Kingpin, you get the first Green Goblin, first Hobgoblin, like those books are as valued as the first appearances of the, or at least as sought after. So first Stiltman. No. All this to say, I'm gonna get Daredevil 8 next. No.
Oh man.
So yeah, man, I couldn't wait to get over here. It was so hard for me. And when you were in there making he makes a mean espresso and a mean cappuccino and a really smooth latte. So he was making cappuccinos for us. And while you were in there and Dara was on the couch, I said to her, I went, and I pulled it out and I showed her. And so she knows before even you.
Wow.
Yeah. She was like,
what a treat. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's hard for me to wait, because I mean, the most fun for me buying a book is showing you. That's
Sure,
the most
yeah,
fun. So
definitely.
that was neat to show for the audience to get to see it first and then watch you react. You reacted just like I hoped you would. You were just excited for me as I am. So
I mean, I was completely shocked. I really, honestly, I when you said turn around, I was like, he wouldn't do this for Tech 122. Like I didn't.
yeah.
FF5 never crossed my mind. I was like, I don't know what. I was like, he might have got like maybe like a Batman, like another Batman, like a
Something big, but
like
not,
a 227 or like a
that could have been this.
Yeah, like I was like maybe he got like a, because you've been talking Batman, like maybe you're gonna go down there. So I was like maybe he got like one of his like his first non-Catwoman Batman key.
Yeah.
So I was like 227, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, there's some bangers out there that are on my radar, and you know it. I sent you the Batman 2. I sent you the Batman 2. You guys, Batman 2 white pages. It was like a 2.0, right? Something like that.
Something, yeah.
White pager, 1940.
It's insane.
That's crazy, and that is, I think that's second Joker, second Catwoman. Still not even called Catwoman yet. Just called the Cat still.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, she's called the Cat and Catwoman in that issue. First time she's referred to as Catwoman. She doesn't show up in any kind of a costume until issue 3. But this one came up, and it wasn't out of, like, it wasn't in, like, the price, it was ridiculously reasonable, right?
Yeah.
What was like 6,000? I mean, 6,000 is like, that's out of, who's buying that, right? Who's got that money?
In its context.
But in its context, right? I was shocked because, of course, a Batman 1, even in janky condition is $100,000,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the first Joker, so let's be real. But anyway, you never know, right?
Yeah.
Of all those, Batman 3 is the one I want because it's got Catwoman on the Catwoman. It's just on the splash page, and it's the first time in costume. But I don't think I'm going to buy a Batman 3 because I don't want the Batman 3 except to see the splash page. So, like I've said before, it could have been that. It could have been I have the page from Batman 1 where Catwoman first appears. Or I have the page from the splash page from Batman 3. That it could be. That ever shows up, I don't think I'm going to be able to say no. I think I'll have to buy it.
Yeah. The splash page, yeah.
But I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be someplace like Heritage. That's the only place that will come. That will show.
Yeah, for sure.
I think. But
wow, congrats!
Thanks, man. I'm not. It feels the same as when I got FF1 almost. I mean, very close. FF1 was much bigger and it felt a little more than this because I had gone through a lot to get to the place to earn the money to buy it. This one, I cheated it a bit because I'm buying it and then I have to pay myself back by selling some comics. But I know I can and I will. But meanwhile, I saw my chance and I took it.
Yeah, for sure. Good, nice job. That's a good grab. Yeah, your spine presents better than mine. But the reason why, because mine is also 2.5. The reason why mine is a 2.5 is because it's like somebody took scissors right here, or like a knife, and there's like it's just like chopped. And you can't see that it's chopped, but you can see the color break where it's been, or I think the CGC notes say sliced.
Yeah, my FF4 has that. It's a 1.0, and you're like, why? It looks really good. It's because someone actually, like, as if they just tore it. Like, every single page, but it was pressed, and you don't really notice it when it's pressed, But if you picked it, so that's where CGC helps you out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, mine it's the chipping. It's the chipping that I think predominantly is.
I looked up the CGC notes.
But what does it say?
It said spine split.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Like detached on the bottom staple on the front cover, and then detached on the back cover on the top staple.
The thing's held together by a thread, y'all.
But I mean, you can't even tell.
No, it looks really, really nice. It's kind of what I'm after.
Oh, sorry, backwards. Spine is detached on the back cover. On the bottom staple, it's attached here.
Okay.
So it's flipped, but
yeah.
It's a yin and yang.
So I haven't even had time yet to take this and spread it out on the floor with the rest of them because I got to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And I will wait till after this episode drops.
Yeah.
And then I'll do something on my IG where I show them all.
Yeah.
But I won't do it until this because I want this acquisition to debut on our on our episode. Definitely.
Wow.
So
amazing. Wow. Congrats.
Thank you.
Updates on that Invincible one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do we Okay, I'll just let you update. Sorry.
It's being pressed.
Okay.
At the grading company.
That's right. We don't know. That's the secret. You won't tell.
So, PSA and CGC both press. So for anybody when I said it's being pressed, and you're like, oh, CGC presses CGC, PSA also offers pressing. Mm-hmm. So
I saw a video. I think it was Comic Tom. I believe it was Comic Tom was doing a video on a YouTube video on comparing graded values for PSA and CGC.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and PSA actually was, for like 2 out of the 3 they books they showed, was selling higher. Now that might just be the novelty of it, or perhaps the industry has already made a decision.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We have to wait to see. It's too early to make that to determine that.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look how fancy we are. I have a biscotti. Like it wasn't just a cappuccino, guys. It was a cappuccino and a biscotti.
Costco bulk biscotti.
Can't beat him.
I'm going to mute while you crunch. Now he's muted. Now you guys can't hear him. Let's see. There's a little bit of news actually. Okay. So it's rumors and leaks. So, it's only one rumor / leak. And it's perfectly on theme with FF5 here. So, Avengers Doomsday, we're getting close to the trailer. There's a lot of people, like leakers, who've been like, I've seen the trailer. Like, people that have claimed to seen the trailer, they're like, oh, this trailer's amazing. It's so good, whatever. But part of the news that's come along with it is about Doom. And I would say this is a pretty like far out leak, but a couple leakers have said it. So I don't know. But do you remember a couple months ago, actually, I had a show and tell that was the first Parliament of Dooms?
Yes.
Which is essentially the antithesis to the Council of Reeds.
Yeah.
So that apparently might be true and a huge part to the plot of the movie. So over summer, I think that was my...
Yeah, wow.
And it's raining today, so that's how long it's been since I told you guys about this book. And this is where the leak gets a little crazy. Apparently, they're going to have a bunch of like fan cast Doom actors like in the movie. So like, and this is where I'm like, take it with a grain of salt. I don't know, but like Cillian Murphy is like a fan cast just because he has the like Eastern European look, very like sharp facial features.
Latvia.
Yeah.
Latveria, sorry.
Latveria, yeah. So Cillian Murphy has always been a fan cast. Mads Mikkelsen, again, very sharp facial features, very Eastern European. And there's another one that I'm blanking on. I can't remember. But those were some names that were like thrown in. And so then another leaker had come in and been like, okay, I'm going to take this leak a step further. RDJ Doom isn't our real Doom. And I'm like, okay, this leak seems like it's getting out of like, this seems like a lot of like fan fiction. Like, but I do believe that there'll be a Parliament of Doom. I don't think that it's going to be all the fan cast actors. They're already shelling out so much money to have all of the X-Men actors, Avengers actors, FF actors. Like the amount of the caliber of actors that are in this movie from the 2000s X-Men movie all through the MCU to hear, like, it's a lot of money. So to like to pay an actor like Cillian Murphy or Mads Mikkelsen, it's just like, it feels like it's a little too much. Like, you'd probably rather pay for, I don't know, Anna Paquin to come back and be Rogue.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Wow. Well, okay. So remind everybody, what is the comic book that is the first Parliament of Doom?
I got
Parliament of Dooms.
Parliament of Dooms. Thank you. Doesn't have it. Parliament. It's in the FF title. I remember that.
Every time there's a first appearance in an FF title and I don't have it, I feel like, how is this possible? how did I miss it? But it does. And there's a lot of Fantastic Four books out there. So in my defense,
FF16. It's when, oh my gosh, what are their names? What are the kids' names?
Franklin and Valeria.
They're playing chess on the cover.
Oh, yeah.
I'll throw it up.
Yeah.
I'll throw it up on the screen.
I don't have that one.
Yeah. So I think I got it for like $5.
I need to go. I need to go to one of the local PCs and dig around, man.
Oh, check this out. Doom obtains the Infinity Gauntlet. Also like a key part of the issue. Oh, Doom is for sure getting the Infinity Gauntlet and Doomsday.
Oh my gosh.
100%. He's going to be wearing that.
I can't wait. And now I don't have to mourn that I've missed the boat.
Yeah.
This is this allows me to enjoy Avengers Doomsday to the fullest extent.
So the Avengers Doomsday comes out in December.
Is it like a Christmas release? Are we going to be seeing it up, north or something?
Maybe. That comes out in December.
Okay.
No, of 2026. And Dune 3 just wrapped filming this week. And that comes out December 2026.
Oh, wait. Of course, 26. It can't be this month.
Oh, no.
It can't be this Christmas. I'm just really excited.
Yeah. So Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3 in the same month.
That'll be great.
Yeah.
We'll probably be living at the movie theater. Yeah. We'll see one. We'll go see the next one. Then we'll come back a couple days, do it all over again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Do it back.
And I have no problem with that.
No.
None.
Yeah. Especially the next Dune movie will be weird. Because if anybody's read or listened to Dune Messiah and Children of Dune, it gets real sci-fi.
Yeah.
Like,
that's great.
Like
I'm here for it.
Like Dune 1 is like a pretty grounded book, and then Dune Messiah and Children of Dune get real sci-fi fantasy. Like it gets real out there. So
wow. Okay.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm all for it. Should I read the book first? You recommend it? The books? Both of them?
Dune Messiah, I haven't read either of them, but I know what happens. Because Dara listened to them, so she'd be able to give you a better recommendation. I think Dune Messiah or Children of Dune. I think the consensus is Frank Herbert's writing kind of doesn't get better with time. It's the nicest way that I guess I could put it.
Mm-hmm.
So like Dune is like his like best of the best.
Masterpiece.
Yeah. And so it just it's a little bit tougher to read as it goes on.
Okay. Well, maybe then I'll just watch the movie. That's fine.
But I think Dune Messiah, I think they're both like 6-hour audible listens. They're really short compared to Dune.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Dune is long.
Yeah. Dune can feel long. He'll make you feel like you're in the desert.
That's funny.
But I mean, you got a world build.
That's right.
Dune 1 feels long. The movie at times too.
Yeah.
I tried to read Lord of the Rings and I couldn't get out of Hobbiton.
And then even when you do, just when you think you're finally out of the Shire, they drop you right into the forest with Tom Bombadil, and you just feel like you're never getting where's the actual story? When we're gonna get into that. That is one of the criticisms of the trilogy, or all 4 books if you count The Hobbit, is specifically is Tolkien's long narrative descriptions, and most notably in Fellowship of the Ring. There are times when you're like, I've heard this tree described enough. I'm ready to, go on. What's happening? I've actually, having said that, I've read The Lord of the Rings twice.
Oh wow.
Twice. Once as a kid, and then once, maybe even 3 times. But that's definitely my dad couldn't do it. And my dad read as Joseph Conrad, who's like,
oh yeah,
that's like walking through quicksand to try to read him.
Yeah.
Ever try?
He really brings you into the heart of darkness.
Yeah, he does, man. He makes you. It's like torture. We all were forced to at least pretend to have read it in high school. The Heart of Darkness. If you grew up in the United States, that was just part of your high school experience. It seems like your generation and my generation. There was no getting around it. But my dad, he doesn't even remember. I've asked him; he can't remember it. I think he's just blocked out of his mind. He was reading over the span of almost 2 years Conrad's novella called Lord Jim, which isn't even close to as long as Heart of Darkness. And I don't know that he ever even finished the thing, but he would try. He put a yeoman's effort on it.
So Heart of Darkness is like 100 pages.
Is that short? All? It doesn't seem possible.
No, I remember because I read
dense.
it. I read it in high school, and then whatever, did the essay, blah blah blah, and then I think sometime post high school, like it might have been when I was in like maybe like around that time I had met Dara. So like a pre-COVID, I was talking to somebody about it, and I looked up the page count. I was like, dude, that's the longest book ever. And then it turns out it's like the shortest book ever, but it feels like the longest book ever.
Slog.
So I remember when I found that out, I was like, dude, in my memory, that was like a, for high school purposes, it's like a 250, 300 page book.
Yeah.
Which in class is like, in a high school class, it's a lot.
Let's compare that to Moby Dick, which is Herman Melville, which is like I've never read Moby Dick.
Yeah.
I know the story because I saw the Gregory Peck movie 100 years ago, and you kind of just can't grow up in a Western world without just understanding there's this white whale and the Ahab and it's tragic. And he spends the whole book trying to find this whale and kill it and ends up killing him, sorry for the spoiler, but trust me, you're welcome, because it's like this thick. Right. Yeah. And most of it is just long descriptions of whale blubber and stuff like that. Like talking about what being on a whaling ship is like. And no thanks, man.
Yeah.
No thanks. And I tried to read a short story. I had to read a short story in high school called Billy Budd, which is Herman Melville, and it takes place on a ship. And that was enough for me. I hated that story.
Really?
Because it felt similarly like took forever. The couple other short stories of his that I like, but can you imagine like a Joseph Conrad level density for a book that's 600 pages long? Who's doing it?
Goodness gracious!
Now I'm a teacher. I tell my students to avoid AI for anything creative generation, of course.
Yeah.
But the other temptation would be, don't do your own reading,
Yeah.
But I have to confess, if I needed to talk with any kind of coherency about Moby Dick, I'd be like, yo, so ChatGPT, give me a summary of Moby Dick. Because I don't have 500 hours to give to reading this thing. And so, I hope my boss isn't listening to this, but I don't teach Moby Dick, so I'm good.
Have you read Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I hated it in high school, but I love it now.
Oh, okay. When was the last time you read it? But didn't you teach that?
I taught it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I taught it. So I read it cover to cover most recently, probably like 2008, something like that. Yeah.
I read it in high school. And I didn't like it in high school. And then I read it in college. And yeah, I was just like, I'm not reading this again.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the movie is out.
Is it? Guillermo
del Toro directing, and he's a beloved director. It's on Netflix.
I didn't. I'm gonna watch that. I didn't.
It's like a period piece too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they're like true to book.
And Mary Shelley wrote it when she's like 13. I mean, or 16. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. She wrote it on it was a contest with her husband, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and I'm blanking on the other guy, but it's another very famous writer. And they were all like staying in the same kind of like cabin or something. And they had this contest and what she wrote ended up being the thing that lasted. That was really good about that, that contest or whatever. And I don't think she really, to my knowledge, wrote any other novel that was really celebrated. But in any event, I didn't like it in high school at all because it was so much whining and just come on, Victor,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, stop whining and take responsibility for what you did. Like, the whole time you're just whining and pining, and it's just you want the monster to kill him. You know, here's your protagonist, and he's just completely unlikable. But after I read Paradise Lost by Milton, it helped me get into the philosophical, spiritual side of what is going on in the, you know, the symbolism of the monster being made to be a monster and just wanting to be acknowledged by his creator and loved by his creator. And it was, and so from that, the philosophically, I grew to appreciate it, but it's not something that, you know, I'd much rather read Brandon Sanderson because I like a good page turner, but I have much more respect for it than I did in high school. I was nowhere near in a place where I could appreciate any of that stuff. Yeah. Spirituality in high school, the spirituality extended to, you know, I don't even think you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm not even going to say what I was about to say. I'll just say high school, your thoughts aren't that deep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
I saw somewhere that, and I asked you about this off camera, ask again, that the Gotham City Sirens, that there may be some kind of a show, and I couldn't find anything. You couldn't find anything. If you guys are watching or listening and you've heard about any of that stuff, let me know. Because I have a vested interest, because anything that elevates Catwoman's visibility in the comic world is good for me. I have a lot of Catwoman collectibles, and comics and appearances and things like that. Would be really cool to see if that's the case. But in any event, I've begun to slowly pick up issues of Gotham City Sirens, the first run of it, back in 2008, 2009, I think. And so I just bought issue 1. And I bought several off of you, Joshua, a few of them off of you. And then I picked up a couple at that event we went to a couple weeks ago. So there's only 26 issues in the first run, but they're really cool covers, and they're apparently kind of sought after, or at least collected.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Yeah, nothing. I didn't see anything in either
on news. Yeah,
it's fake news.
Yeah, you got fake news.
Well, that's fine. It's still kind of a very inexpensive run to collect.
Yeah.
But they're not cheap. It's not like every book is a common. The books have value because the covers are cool, the art is cool. They're actually really high quality. It's a high quality run.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet, but that'll probably be on my hey, what are you reading thing? Because once I get issue 1, then I can kind of read the first.
Oh yeah. This is cool. Because I opened up one of the news Twitter accounts that I look at. Benedict Cumberbatch is reportedly becoming more involved in the development side of Doctor Strange 3. He is said to be looking for a new writer and director. One of the people he's interested in is Sam Mendes. I have no clue who that is.
Sam Mendes. I feel like
British film director.
Okay.
Oh, he did 1917.
Oh, wow.
He did Skyfall, James Bond. He did Spectre. Oh, he did Jarhead.
Okay.
So he's got quite a...
Yep.
Cabaret, the Cabaret movie.
Oh, well, I think that was
a
pretty successful movie.
Yeah.
I always have to ask you, because I sometimes see things on social media that turn out not to be true. Big shock. But I saw coming across my X view that the actor who plays Moon Knight is basically saying, I'm not going to work with Disney anymore.
I did see that. Yeah, that's true.
For political reasons or whatever.
Yeah.
I hope that turns out not to be true, because he's such a good actor and he brought a lot to that character.
No, that is true, because, excuse me, he's in Frankenstein.
Okay.
And he was doing an interview with GQ for Frankenstein. And
okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Bummer, because I like him.
Yeah.
At playing Moon Knight and Mark Spector. He's really, really good.
Yeah, I like him as well. I also... I don't think it would be difficult to do better, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, I think he was really good, and I loved the Moon Knight show. Like, I definitely, a lot of people critiqued it. I'm definitely not on that side of the fence.
Yeah.
Like, So I'm at least because that whole era of Disney Plus like gets really hated on, like all the shows that were coming out at that time.
Even Werewolf by Night, the one-off, that was cool.
Werewolf by Night, Loki, and WandaVision are like the only exceptions.
Okay.
Moon Knight, people really didn't like Moon Knight. The last episode, I can understand why. Like, it just became a big CGI fight, and it was definitely even just like the episode before that, like the second to last episode, was really deep, and I mean moving.
Yes,
like
it
the
was.
scene in the street, just so good. But that being said, I don't think it's an impossible task to, like, if he does fully cut ties, I don't think it'll be a difficult thing to find somebody else to play Moon Knight and then realize that they could do just as good, if not better.
The only critique that I had, and you know what it is, of the Moon Knight series was the voice of Khonshu. I hated that voice.
Yeah.
It was like Victor Carrington from Dynasty or something. It was Mark, why are you doing it this way? Like I think of Khonshu as like almost like a, you know, the voice of Batman or something. Like it should be dark and ominous, but it sounded like he was hosting a game show.
Yeah, it did sound
It didn't make any sense. I'm like, I couldn't understand why they went that way. That was a terrible creative decision.
Yeah.
I get it. It's subjective. Someone can disagree, but I will die on that hill with that one. That was a mistake.
Yeah, I would have to like hear examples of like what else it could be, because I didn't hate it when I heard it, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
I mean, when I read the comics, that is not the voice I heard at all.
That's the tough thing, is when you do like,
I know,
because it's like what do you hear, and then like what does it end up being whether it's a novel or like a comic book. Yeah, it's I mean that's kind of why I like Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, because he actually brings like the most New York accent.
True.
Compared to like Tom Holland does it a little bit. I don't think Tobey Maguire does it at all.
No.
But I think Andrew Garfield brings the most New York accent to the character, because he's in Queens. If you talk to anybody from Queens, I mean, go watch Silver Age claim sale on IG and listen to Gus. Like that,
yeah,
like
that's
that,
it.
and you listen to the other people who are working with him, who are all also from Queens.
Yeah.
And you can hear I remember the first time I went to Silver Age Comics, it was 2022, I think. And there was two guys working, and one dude, just the epitome of a New York accent. Like what you think in your mind is a New York accent. Like that's what he had.
Yeah.
So it's not as drastic, but definitely like there's an accent there. And
yeah.
So
as an accent, there's a cadence and a speed, and a way they talk right over you, and it's in not in an interrupting way, but a friendly way. It's like, you know.
And if you listen to the clips where Jack Kirby talks, he's got it a little bit.
Yeah.
Even Stan Lee. Stan Lee's is like a radiofied New York.
Yeah.
But he still has that New York accent to him. So when you think of like these superheroes, like especially Spider-Man, they would have these accents.
Yeah, that's true.
That's definitely what would be in their mind.
Best voice to comic book character adaptation. I know that this is hotly debated, but I'm going Christian Bale as Batman.
Stop.
I love that.
You're kidding me. This guy's trolling, man. You might be the only person in the world who would have had that opinion.
I love it.
Man, that was
me. Yeah, I'm trolling you on that.
I was gonna say, you might even for the super Christian Bale fans, you might be so.
Your face was awesome. You just went completely blank, like I had just delivered the worst news in your life.
See, if that's your opinion on Bruce Wayne, fine. But when you're talking voice, there's no chance.
Stop it.
That's how he sounds.
No, I actually, for real, Charlie Cox as Daredevil is really good.
Oh yeah,
I think he's really he's Matt Murdock to me when I hear him.
Yeah.
And it was never Ben Affleck. It didn't quite work for me. But Charlie Cox, because he's a lawyer and he talks like a lawyer. He sounds like a lawyer.
Yeah.
With an edge.
Yeah.
That's Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
You know, with a gritty, nasty, violent past and a nighttime alter ego that beats people up and then feels bad about it. It's perfect.
Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin too.
Yes. That's why we love that show so much. Like it was perfectly cast.
Yeah.
I haven't found yet the perfect Elektra. Hasn't made her debut in my opinion. But
Elodie Young, really?
As far as the look goes, though, is that the actress who plays? Yeah, she got the look perfectly. Jennifer Garner didn't work for me because there's an ethnicity to Elektra that's missing there, and so it's much more. You know, Elektra Nachios is her name.
Yeah,
and so that was perfect. So, but I'm getting picky.
I do think we just talked about like the whole New York accent thing. I do think that RDJ Iron Man, for some reason, it just fits. Like it'll even retcon in your mind, however you read Tony Stark Iron Man before.
True. That's a good
like,
one.
His voice just retcons it all.
Yeah, the smug billionaire. Yeah, you're not getting an argument from me on that one.
Yeah. Chris Evans as Captain America is a good one.
Very good. Yeah, very wholesome. Perfect.
Yeah. I like because Sebastian Stan, who played Winter Soldier, he auditioned for Captain America. And one of the things they said why they didn't move forward with him is they were like, you have too much of an edge.
Yeah.
And so when they started talking about Winter Soldier, that's why they were like, or they had planned it for Bucky Barnes. So that's why when they were like thinking about the character Bucky Barnes and thinking down the line for Winter Soldier, they were like, Sebastian Stan, he brings that like pretty boy look that Bucky Barnes has in like the first Captain America movie.
Right.
But he can bring that edge.
Which is what we need.
Which is what we need for the Winter Soldier
so good
persona. And yeah, he just Chris Evans just has like that American charm about him.
He's perfect. Yeah, a good cast will make all the difference. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I think Scarlett Johansson becomes the Black Widow, or the Black Widow, as you said, retcon becomes Scarlett Johansson. It's very difficult not to now hear her voice if I'm reading something where Black Widow has dialogue on a comic book, because she channels it just perfectly. Just that cool. You wouldn't work if she had like a high ultra feminine voice. It wouldn't work. You know, she got smoke in her voice.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for a Black Widow. She's sultry.
Yeah.
Right. But also really don't mess with her.
Yeah.
Love it.
How about DC on the DC side?
Yeah, I don't think about it enough. I'm running through.
I didn't like Ezra Miller's The Flash. I still think Grant Gustin is The Flash from the TV show. He was pretty good. But I don't think he's quite... I don't think that's like... He's the best we've had so far. But I think there's still... Perfect casting is still out there.
I can go old school with Christopher Reeves as Superman. Thought that was really good. He was... He just kind of embodied it. But maybe that might be just me being, you know... That's my generation Superman, so in a way...
I mean, Heath Ledger Joker. We just watched...
Oh, yeah, right. We didn't even think about that.
We just watched 10 Things I Hate About You, which the 90s rom-com with Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
And you're just like, where did this guy pull it from?
Yeah.
And then it's just like sad because you're just like, dude, the performances that this guy could have gone on to give.
I know.
And just the talent that he has.
Yeah. Him and River Phoenix, I think, in the same way.
Yeah.
You know, of just, wow. So gifted.
The caliber of acting that they had. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you'd have to say, I think if I had to pick the winner from DC, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
He kind of, honestly, Heath Ledger kind of opened the door for guys like Chris Evans and Robert Pattinson to be taken serious when they take roles like this, because Pattinson he worked hard to like pivot his career post Twilight.
Yeah.
But Chris Evans was also a rom-com and like those early 2000s raunchy comedy.
Right.
Like that was like what he did.
Yep.
And so it's like you're gonna cast.
Yeah, I always thought of him kind of in the same vein as like Hilary Duff. That they were. I don't think they're ever in the same movie, but they'd play in the movies that were kind of the same kind of movies.
Yeah, and I think Chris Evans was in like American Pie or like one of those early 2000s movies. So you're just like, that guy's gonna play Captain America. Like
what?
Like how? So and same thing when Pattinson got cast. I remember I didn't like the casting because I was like, who's this Twilight guy's gonna play Bruce Wayne?
Hey,
I was wrong.
Has Sean Penn ever been in a Marvel movie?
I don't think so.
Because he's one of those actors from that generation, not Heath Ledger generation, before that, but kind of in that grizzled old look now.
Yeah,
who's one of the best actors of his generation. Like he's phenomenal.
Yeah,
I could see him you could give him almost any character, and that character becomes iconic because of him.
Yeah,
but he's not the kind of guy that would be in a Marvel.
Yeah, I don't.
That's
think
the
so.
thing. But man, I think he'd be good.
Yeah. All right, let's end with this.
All right.
What's your ultimate superhero fan cast? Like, even if it's Reed or if it's like Doom or Galactus or honestly, what's his name? Jeffrey, I'm forgetting his last name. The guy who plays the Watcher in the animated shows, he's good.
Yeah. Oh man. So any actor to play any character?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you could even do like Elvis's Stiltman. I don't know.
Okay. Let me think here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm thinking too. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. See, I don't know the names of the current cat, like the younger actors that you do. So it might be more like, that person who plays that person would be good for this character.
Yeah.
There might be that for me. Unless I went with somebody older.
I'll give this. I don't have a cast or like a suggestion for this, but I think there's two types of Batman out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a grounded reality like Batman, which you get with Pattinson, you get with Christian Bale. But when you go to like the like really just like leaning into the Batman lore, like Golden Age stuff mixed with like what goes on today, and you get like the Bat family, you need an insanely buff, humongous Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of like what James Gunn wants. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. I don't have I know Alan Ritchson, who plays Reacher in the Amazon Prime show. I know he's been fan cast a lot, but he already said that he's not doing it. They're thinking about some other roles for him. But it would be really cool to see just like a massive.
Yeah. I would say, okay. So for someone to play, Batman as he is portrayed in The Dark Knight Returns, I'd go for like Mickey Rourke.
Oh, interesting.
Now I don't know if he can still talk in an articulate like he but like Mickey Rourke from The Wrestler, like that guy would be great. Like, or even as absolute Batman, just because he's hulking, he's big, but he would be perfect for The Dark Knight Returns, just because he's broken down.
Yeah.
But he's still big and he's got that tough vibe about him, but he's still like that smoky cool thing too.
Yeah.
So there's my ultimate fan cast.
Okay.
Dark Knight Returns, Mickey Rourke plays Batman.
Wow. Yeah, that's super niche. Yeah, I don't think Mickey Rourke could do it these days.
No, he couldn't.
No, yeah. Man, I can't really. I'm trying to think of like I don't see like.
And you can't say Sydney Sweeney is Marvel Girl, okay?
I see Kang, like I really like Jonathan Majors as Kang, so it's like for whoever plays Kang in the future, like it really is like I guess we'll see. Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some more like indie movies that I've seen recently, like watch Sound of Metal. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Mm-mm.
You would like it. It's really interesting. It's a very like kind of far out indie movie. It's about a drummer who loses his hearing.
Oh, wow.
And he really struggles with losing his hearing. And so there's parts in the movie where like it's tough because they do this. The sound design in that movie is excellent because there's moments where the movie just goes completely silent so that you can be in his shoes and, and hear from his perspective. And you can also like see the frustration on his face, and you get like frustrated with him because, you know, if you have hearing and you lose it,
especially a drummer
over the course of like a couple weeks, that's like life altering. And as a drummer, like for him, so the end of the movie is just amazing. But the main actor is Riz Ahmed, and he was in the Venom movie actually. He played one of the doctors in the Venom movie, but I think it would be cool to see him play something else. Oh, you know what? Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise. To see him play the Joker.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah, he was creepy in it.
Yeah, he's got some weird, like, he can control his facial features in ways that the average human cannot.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of like female leads and who it would be, but like I said, I don't know the actors by name very well, like you do. You can rattle it off. You rattle off the actors, the directors, the writers. I'm just like, yeah, that girl that was in that movie.
Is there a writer or director you would like to see do a superhero movie that you haven't?
Well, if I just thought about Fantastic Four, because that's kind of where my heart is, kind of obviously. I would say, I think about whatever the next movie might be from Fantastic Four, and then I think about movies that have come out that I thought were really well written. Whether or not the movie fits what I think FF will be, it doesn't matter if the writer's good, right? So I would say for the next FF movie, I wouldn't mind if the writer or director was the guy who did the Dune, the first two Dune movies.
Oh, Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah, because they're hyper stylized, they're beautiful, and the slow burn is like just a vibe that I really would work for a movie that has four protagonists.
Yeah, he's doing James Bond next after he's done with Dune.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, he's doing.
But if he can do an action movie like that, because Dune's not an action movie.
Yeah,
it has scenes, but you wouldn't say it was directed like an action movie, right?
Yeah,
I mean it's a literary movie. It feels it moves slowly like the books.
Yeah,
but that'll be interesting to see how he does with the James Bond, because if he does James Bond like I would hope he would do an FF. Maybe he could do an FF.
I've not seen any James Bond movies in their entirety.
There's a lot of them too.
So
man.
I would watch.
There's like 50 of them.
Yeah. So I would watch his.
All right.
Kubrick could do a cool FF. Well, could have done a cool FF.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much everything he does is wild and interesting. It would be
because he almost created the sci-fi.
Yeah.
On screen. Like he laid the foundation for what
did.
Sci-fi is on
it was 2001,
film.
right? Space Odyssey, isn't that Kubrick? Yeah. He's, or even the and I don't know who it was, but whoever directed the movie Alien way back when, to do a Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah,
I would love it. Because I've talked about before, the Fantastic Four, they're a space quartet. Like they belong in space.
Yeah.
They belong. I don't really want to see them run on a battlefield. With Captain America flinging his shield around. That doesn't fit FF. The FF are, put them in space and make them fight things that are really scary because we've never seen them before.
What about a Nolan FF?
Yeah, I think that would work just fine.
Yeah. Here's a fan cast, and we can end here. Sebastian Stan as Doom. That's actually what I've wanted. He's Romanian, so he's He's Eastern European.
Yeah.
And he has the look, and he has the edge, and he has the acting chops for sure. So
if that one rumor is turns out to be true, maybe he will be. You know, maybe we all got duped at San Diego Comic-Con 2 years ago.
Imagine.
Or, you know.
Well, that was the other thing. Remember, so to add to the theory, remember all the Doom people that were behind him with their masks?
Yes.
Parliament of Doom.
Oh yeah. I mean, they are mixing and matching universes. We know this is true. We know that FF are coming into the 616 universe. We saw that at the what was the move? Was the move at the end of
Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
We talked about everything this episode.
A lot of fun. Big reveal. And just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks everybody so much for watching or listening.
Yep.
Like this, if you enjoyed it, if you made it this far, I gotta assume that you enjoyed it. So give it a like.
Or you really like torturing yourself.
Yeah, if you made it through all what we just went through. Thank you. You can follow us on Instagram. I'm at spros_comics. He is at Mr. Longbox. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Peace.